Live from the Monkey Beach studio, it's time for the hottest half hour in all the...
Good morning to all of our audience that is listening to us on this Friday, March 19th. Today seems to be a sunny and happy day, perfect to please your ears by listening the best jazz and blues here on KBBL Radio. Good morning, Malena. Good morning, Jaime. How are you guys?
Great, Daisy. It's been a nice weather here in Bogota, but I still miss rain. I like it a lot when it's rain. Today we'll be talking about jazz and its roots, firstly in USA.
We will spend a nice time today in our program, and of course we have a great surprise on this morning, a really special guest that will share with us.
Well, this week has been really important, first of all because of the votation day here in Colombia and its results. Tell us about it, Malena.
Yes, Daisy, it was already supposed to meet an to represent the Conservative Party in the presidential elections. You know, I also like a lot the percentage of votes supporting the Polo Democrático and the Green Party, which means that there is still a considerable quantity of people from the opposition.
Right, Jaime.
I would like to say that Colombia's people aren't thinking in our future. They don't know the real meaning of voting. This government is controlling us. In this way we are going nowhere.
Okay, wherever it happens, we hope that this corruption situation doesn't get worse.
Almost impossible, Daisy.
But changing the topic, I really like your Mexico Soccer Federation shit, Jaime. Tell us about it.
My share, yeah. We love of this Soccer World Cup fever. It's impossible not to be excited about it. We're waiting this year for the biggest sport event, the Soccer World Cup, which is taking place in South Africa.
Yeah, people have big expectations on this event.
And I like a lot that this will be the first time that the tournament is performed by an African nation.
But well, we're ashamed that Colombia is not going to be in the list of the countries that are performing this event.
It was impossible, Daisy, but, well, talking about Africa, today our program is devoted to the history of the African American music. Firstly, jazz, and the incoming of black people into a white society full of discrimination and intolerance.
Right, we're going to make a kind of timeline of jazz, but first, let's listen to a classic of American jazz that combines complex rhythms, harmonies, and improvisation.
We're here asking people from all over what they think of Lipton green tea. Let's hear what people from Texas have to say. How about China? Germany? How about people from the North Pole? Or Mars? What about mimes? Oh, right. People with their jaws wired shut? Oh. Yeah, a barbershop quartet. Oh, you guys are great. How about race car drivers? What about you, high school glee club, here on a field trip? Well, that settles it. It sounds like everyone loves the taste of Lipton green tea. With its protective antioxidants from real tea, it's not just good for you, it's to you. Lipton tea can do that.
Number 17, the chuckle. Number 22, the giggle. Number 49, the chortle. Number 56, the snort. Number 61, the nasal burst. Number 62, the sputtering burst. Number 74, the cackle.
The preceding laughter has been brought to you by George Slaughter's Comedy Club, the new TV show featuring the freshest faces in stand-up comedy.
Number 117, the guffaw. Number 117A, the guffaw with wheeze.
George Slaughter's Comedy Club, from the creator of Laugh-In.
This is a song about corn nuts, an intensely crunchy snack. It's not about anything else.
Go to your room and lock the door, 'cause when you try it once, you want to try it some more. Size doesn't matter, and that's a fact. It might be small, but it's a big impact. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell. Everybody does it, they like it a lot. You can do it in school, just don't get caught. It takes a few minutes if you don't delay. Take your time, make it last all day. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell. Enjoy yourself.
Live from the Monkey Beach Studio, it's time for the hottest half hour in all the...
Hi again! Now we're back with an interesting topic regarding African music and its birth in the United States. Okay girls, let's remind the history of African American music during the period that Africans were sold as slaves to different countries.
Alright, Jaime, this timeline begins with the period of slavery, around 1600, when the very first American immigrants that arrived to the US lived under inhuman conditions. As soon as they got to the country, they worked as servants without being paid for their hard work. Besides, they hadn't enough food to eat, and many of them died. Those who survived had no freedom. Slavery became an important part of the economy in American and British colonies, but for Africans, this implied passing through terrible situations. How sad.
However, Malena, around 1830, movements against slavery began. Abolitionists and free slaves organized systems that helped slaves to escape from their owners by giving speeches for abolitionist groups.
Exactly! These people who started this movement were descendants of French and African slaves. They were given more privilege than the others, and were allowed to access to a white society. Musicians from this lineage became the primary inventors of early jazz. They were diverse on linguistic, ethnic, and spiritual heritage. You can see that this diversity was reflected in their rich musical tradition.
In the water,
Later on, the earliest forms of jazz began to emerge in a multicultural and multiracial city called New Orleans. Black musicians were combining the elements of West African folk songs, like spirituals. This newly born music filled the streets of New Orleans on every occasion, especially on funeral marches.
Ragtime and New Orleans jazz, frequently called Dixieland jazz, were popularized in the early decades of the 20th century, the first forms of black music to cross over into white America. Pioneers like Scott Joplin, the king of ragtime, Jelly Roll Morton, and W.C. Handley, father of the blues, built a road in which many other African musicians would walk.
Hi there! We're back, but now with our surprise. Remember, Magdalena, that you said something about this before?
You are right, Jaime. Thanks to our directors and people that are part of KBBL Studios, we could make a contact with one of the most important and influential jazz musicians.
Okay, why don't we tell the audience which famous musician is going to be with us?
Wait a minute. First, let's try to recognize him by listening his wonderful saxophone rhythms in some of his songs. Check this one out.
Yeah, that's right people, here's with us Sonny Rollins.
That's right! Rollins is recognized by many for the quality of his career. His melodic sensibilities, playing his silent solos with a saxophone, have also influenced several generations of musicians.
Welcome, Master. It is a pleasure to have such a great person in front of our microphone. We would like to thank you for accepting our invitation. We feel really grateful.
Okay, let's begin talking about who Sonny Rollins is and what his music is about.
Sonny Rollins is a work in progress. My reality is very much defined. I know what I'm trying to do, you know. Sometimes I do interviews with people and they say, oh, gee, Sonny, I heard you practice. You still practicing? So I said, well, yeah, I'm still practicing, man, because I'm still alive. I'm still playing music. Yes, I'm still practicing. I'm still trying to do something right. When I come to play, I'm not just going to go through what I've done in my past career and, even if people would want that, that's not who I am. So yes, I'm still practicing. Okay, so my reality then is very much in focus, and it's something that I'm very much involved in and very much into every day. That's Sonny Rollins. I'm never playing the same thing the same way all the time.
Right, this one is a very naive question, I think, but we would really like to hear from the mouth of a master musician what music is.
Music is one of the gifts that our Creator has given us. Our Creator has put a lot of obstacles in life also. That's what it is. It's not just gifts, but with all these obstacles and all the difficult things we go through in life, music is there to help. So that's a gift. There's no doubt about it. Music will help and can help.
Thank you. During this program, we've been trying to talk about jazz and its historical process in the United States. So, would you help us to define what jazz is?
Force of nature. It's a feeling. It's a sense of liberation, sense of communing with nature, with higher things. That's what it is for me. For some people, it's a sense of abandon. That's why you see some people listen to jazz, they want to dance. That's an element of it. But people go to church and they also have a sense of abandon. And they dance and everything in church. So I am saying that because people that want to detract from jazz would say that, oh, it's abandon. That means you're doing something evil. So it's that kind of abandon. It's an abandon of spirit. So that's part of it. It's a sense of hope. That life can be better, that things can be better. It's a sense of happiness where things, wow, this is great.
Okay, why did you decide playing jazz?
When I was in the crib almost, I was listening to Fats Waller, and I know Fats Waller from earliest memories I can think about Fats Waller. It imbued me with joy. So I think not only did I like music, well, a lot of people like jazz, but I think I had an extra pull from wherever to become a musician, to want to do it.
Which has been your greatest challenge?
My greatest challenge every day is to try to be a wipe out the karma, which is wipe out some of the ignorant things that I've done in my life, you know. And I've done plenty of them. I've done some very cruel things in my life, things that I'm very ashamed of, and that but I guess it's part of the learning experience. But now I realize, and I'm still alive, so I have a chance to atone for them in some way. So that's my challenge.
Okay, Master, with all of your life experience, what would you tell us? What is your piece of advice for us?
Be a more progressive, understanding, intelligent human being, because I believe that there is more to life than eating and sleeping and fucking and this kind of stuff. So I have to believe that there's more to the journey than what's happening in this life.
Okay, Master, I think that's all. Thank you so much for being with us today, sharing your great experience. Thank you so much.
And thank you, lady.
Yes, our time has come to the end. Thanks again for being with us and helping to open our minds.
Right, unfortunately we have to stop today here. The time is over, but we really enjoyed this moment.
Of course we did, Magdalena, but it's time to say goodbye. Thanks to all of the people that are listening to us right now. We hope you like our program. This is KBBL Radio. I am Daisy.
Here's Jaime.
And I'm Magdalena.